Moving to other stories, Vice President Kashim Shettima on Tuesday met with two state governors from the northern part of the country at State House, Abuja, to discuss pressing issues and work out solutions to the challenges of flooding and insecurity. Gombe State Governor Inuwa Yahaya urged relevant stakeholders to urgently seek solutions to the problem of flooding across the country. On the other hand, Jigawa State Governor Umar Namadi said remedial efforts were already being taken to offset the challenge of flooding in his state. Kende Amodu reports.
Flooding has already started rearing its head in many states across the country. The problems related with last year's torrents have not been properly tackled, and it seems the overflows are on again. Governor Yahaya says the deluge that comes with rains is now a national challenge.
We must work as one people. The problem of flooding is virtually a national issue now. You know, global warming and climate change is affecting all the globe. And for that, we are strategizing. We wouldn't like a repeat of what happened last year to do the same this year. But in whatever we do, we have to be both proactive and reactive.
The Gombe State Governor, who is chairman of the Northern Governors Forum, explains that flooding in the north is most often than not as a result of the overflow of water from rivers Niger and Benue and their tributaries. But there are other problems.
There is siltation, a lot of siltation, and also as a result of poor farming practices and deforestation. The forests and our farms have now turned and gave way for the desert, and those exacerbated siltation that takes place along the streams and the rivers.
But some state governors are not waiting for the federal government to provide remedies.
The flooding in Jigawa State is really a serious issue, and as a government we are doing so many things. We have set up a technical committee of experts, and they are looking at how they can, in fact they have submitted a report, and part of the report we have started implementing. We have bought 2 excavators, and also had Jamara bought 2 excavators. As of today, we are able to dredge the river about 36 kilometers, and we have removed the taifa grass.
Discussions between the governors and Vice President Shettima also revolved around insecurity in the north. Origins of rustling banditry and kidnapping for ransom have been attributed to the struggle for land resources and the encroachment of grazing reserves, cattle routes, and even forest reserves. But this is not a new narrative. The question is, how will problems that have to do with security be resolved?
As the chairman of the Northern Governors Forum, I will ensure that we get to the roots of all those problems, and through the support of the various state governments and the federal government itself, we come up with the solutions, things that will trigger positive action and reaction, not the negatives.
As a government, we will do our best also by involving all the stakeholders, that is traditional rulers, the ulamas, and everybody will be on board to ensure that we sustain the security situation in Jigawa State.
Vice President Kashim Shettima continues to engage stakeholders and is pulling his weight in the support of the president in the interrogation of solutions to some of the nation's pressing challenges. From State House, Abuja, Kende Amodu, Trust TV News.